Hi guys, my name is Lavanya Krishnan and I'm a student from India International University. Today I'm going to present about my project called Smart Chicken Poultry Farming. So my project title is the study and implementation of Internet of Things based Smart Chicken Poultry System interface with Android technology. So first I'll talk about the problem statement. Usually the first problem is the lack of manpower because it's really hard to find people to work under this kind of field. So it's really hard to find a person to work under the farms. Next is the food wastage. Since they have to feed the chickens manually, they feed too much of food at once so they don't have to feed frequently. So it's gonna be food wastage. Third one is the lack of knowledge. Usually the farm owners, they don't know what is the accurate temperature and humidity that the chicken needs. So this might, reduce the quality of chicken and the quality of the egg productions. So next is they do not have proper monitoring system. They don't know the current temperature and current humidity, and they don't know how to check. If they want to check manually, they need devices that's really expensive and it's not effective. And the fifth one is they need to feed the chicken manually. It's really hard. Let's say if they have a really large amount of chicken, feeding manually is really not a good idea. So it's gonna take a lot of time and it's gonna consume a lot of energy also. So next is the project objective. The first one is to identify and analyze the chicken feeding mechanism. Second one is to design and develop a smart poultry feeding and monitoring system using Internet of Things to increase the quality of chicken and egg production. Third one is to conduct testing on IoT-based poultry feeding and monitoring system to increase the performance of the system and assure the effectiveness of the system. Based on the final product of my project, I can say that all three objectives has been met. Next is the project features. Okay, in my mobile app, I have the registration page, login page, check feed page, and check update page. As for the hardware, I have an automatic food and water dispenser. I've used the servo motor for the food dispenser and water dispenser using the motor. And the light status, I've used the LDR sensor. For the humidity and temperature, I've used the DHT11 sensor to detect both the current humidity and the current temperature. Next is the project limitation. The project limitation of this project is that it's only available for the Android smartphone because the mobile app I've developed is created by using Android Studio. And the next limitation is the system will only work if there is an active Wi-Fi connection. Because I've used the Wi-Fi module to transfer the data to the database, so it only works when the smartphone is connected to the Wi-Fi. Next is the feature enhancement. So the feature enhancements is like I can change the food dispenser and the water dispenser's design. Next is make the system in cross-platform because for now it's only available in Android. Maybe in future we can make it for iOS also. Next is we can add the air quality detection sensor because it can improve the egg production and the chicken quality. Next is we can add the health monitoring system. Maybe we can use the AI technology. And the last one is to add the button in the mobile app to feed the chicken because currently I have set the timing for the servo motor and the water motor. And when it reaches the time, let's say if I've set for 20 minutes, for each 20 minutes once, it's going to dispense the food and water. So if I add a button in the mobile app, so it will dispense by itself when I click the button in the mobile app. Next is the benefits of the system. So the farm owner can monitor the chicken farm from anywhere and anytime because the data is going to be shown in the mobile app. As long as the smartphone is connected to the Wi-Fi, they can monitor the chicken farm from anywhere. Next is they don't need to feed the chicken manually because it's going to dispense by itself for the time that I've already set. And if the food is already there, let's say the food limit that I've set is 50 grams and the water is also 50 milliliter. So if the water and food is is in the limit that I've set, so the food and water won't be dispensed. If it is less than the limit, then it's going to dispense by itself. The third one is less manpower needed because it's feeding by itself. It's an automatic system, so they don't need any manpower. Next, it saves money and it also saves time. They don't have to feed manually, saves a lot of time. And the next one is they maximize the quality of chicken because the main factor has been already covered, like the temperature, humidity, light, and the food and the water. So this factor will help to improve the quality of the chicken production and the eggs. And next is it only need the minimal supervision. And this is the screenshot of my mobile app. As you can see, in the feed chicken, you can see the food weight and the water weight. If the food weight is more than the limit or within the limit, the text box is going to be in green in color. If the food water is not within the limit or less than the limit, then the text box is going to be red in color. Same goes to the check update, the current temperature and humidity and the light. If the temperature and humidity is not in the limit, then it's gonna be red. If it is more than limit or within the limit, it's gonna be green. So this is the home page to go to feed chicken page and check for updates. This is the login page and this is the sign up page. This is the picture of the hardware that I've created. This is the food dispenser. This is better. This is the food dispenser, and this is the water dispenser here. This is the water motor that that dispense the water, and this is where all the sensors are connected to the Arduino. And this is the LCD that I've connected. It shows the temperature, current humidity, and the food weight, water weight, and also the status of the light. So that's it. Thank you. Hello, my name is Lavanya Krishnan. I'm doing my final year project right now. This is the IoT device that I've created for my project, which is smart poultry farming. So I'll start explaining the hardware right now. So you can see this is a water pump. The water will pump in from here, from the bottle, and it will pump out here. And this is the automatic feeder, and I have a servo motor, if you can see down there. So this feeder, for the presentation purpose, I've set 30 seconds right now. So the feeder will dispense by itself for every 30 seconds right now, but we can change the timing later on. The actual time is 2 hours once. So this is the LDR. I've set the value for 60. Once the brightness is less than 60, then the LED bulb will turn on. And this is the DHT11 sensor. It's a temperature and humidity detection sensor. So the humidity and the temperature will be shown on the LCD right here. And this is the button. And when each time I click the button, the automatic food feeder and the water pump will pump out, dispense the food and the water. So I'll do the demonstration right now. Okay. So I'll start with the LDR sensor. Once it is dark, the light will turn on. When it is bright, the light will turn off by itself. So this is the DHT11 sensor. We can check the temperature and humidity right here. You can see the temperature and humidity right here. Okay, so if I click the button here, if I click the button, you can see the water pump out from here and pump in there. Yeah. Okay, this is the 30 second that I've already set. Now I'll click the button right now. You see? Okay. Now let's wait for 30 seconds so that the dispenser dispenses the food by itself. right now it doesn't dispense the food because I set the load cell value to, for the food I set 50 gram, and for the water I've already set 20 gram. So when the tray has the food that I've already set, so the food and the water will not dispense. So I will show again that I will remove the food from here, and I will try to okay, now I will remove the water from here. I'll turn on, and you can see if the food is empty, it will dispense, and when the food is there, it will not dispense. Let's wait for 30 seconds, and you can see the food will dispense and the water will dispense. Okay, can you see the food is dispensed and the water is dispensed? And now you can see the food weight and water weight and the humidity, temperature, and the light turn on and off, and it will show in the LCD on and off. So this is my hardware. This is the Arduino board. This is where all the sensors are connected. So this is the normal PCB board. I've connected my HX711, two HX711 here. One is for the food and one is for the water. This sensor is which helps me to detect the weight of the food and detect the weight of the water. This is the two relay module. I've connected my servo motor from the automatic feeder and the water pump, and also the LED bulb over here. And this is a DC to DC converter. This is where the power comes in. It's a 12V DC to DC converter. It works when I turn the battery on. So this is the Node MCU, a Wi-Fi module. This is what helps to take the data from the Arduino, and we can save inside the Node MCU. And from this Wi-Fi module, we can take the data into the database. And from that database, I can transfer the data into my mobile application. Okay, so this is the login page that I've created, and you can write the email and password here, but this only works when you sign up first. So you have to click here so you can sign up. Let's say I create a Gmail first. Let's say it's Chong, and the email is chong@gmail.com, and I'll give a password at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I said the password must be at least five digits. So sign up. So I already signed up, and it will automatically bring me to the login page. So I'll log in at gmail.com, and the password I give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, and I log in. So I'm in the home page now. So I'll show you the check feed chicken now. Okay. As you can see, the water just poured just now, and it's showing 145 milliliter. So if the water limit is more than what I said, or it's within the limit, the color of the text box will be green. As you can see, if it is not within the limit, it will show red color. So I'll show the sample now. So the food is pouring, the water is pouring. So now you can see the food in tray is 229 gram and 145 gram. As you can see now, I've already removed the food from the tray. So the food is currently 0. So you can see 0 or 1 gram because there are some of the grains remaining there. If the food remaining is less than the limit, you can see the notification just showed up. Food limit, the food intake is 1 gram. Same goes to the water also. Okay, I will check for updates now. As you can see, the temperature is now 29 degree, the current humidity is 81 degree, and the light is currently off. So I can't change the temperature and the humidity right now, but I can show you what happens when the light is dim. I will just turn the light off, and you can see the light just turned on, right? When I check for the update here, you can see that the light is on and the text box color changed to red. And you just saw that there was a notification here. See, the humidity level is 81% and the temperature limit, the temperature is 29 degrees Celsius, which is not good for the chickens. So each time when the temperature and the humidity is not within the limit, the user will get a notification like this. So the user can go back whenever they want like this, and if the user want to go back in also they can, and they can also log out by using this button that I've created here, and you can go back to the login page. And when I turn the lights on back, the light turns off by itself. Thank you very much. This is my IoT device that I've created for smart poultry farm. Thank you.